This scenario exposes how our brain can absorb any information, learn it, and use it as it is required. But despite anything we can possibly learn, it cannot be experienced in the whole term. It is known that knowing and studying everything about the behavior of bats can provide a high level of knowledge about the way they live and how their reactions, stimulus, or instincts occur. But the acquired things or knowledge are not the same as the facts of being that one. We know how bats act and their receptors, but it is no way similar to any of the senses we possess or experiences we have had. At best, we can imagine what it will be like for me to behave as a bat behaves. But you are not a bat. There is a specific subjective character that it is beyond our ability to conceive. So the question is, what quality does experience give that cannot be investigated and inquired into before? Physicalist states that everything which exists is no more extensive than its physical properties. Mental states are states of the body, so mind is equal to mental abilities that the body has. An example of this could be the smiles. It is a noun, yet it is not objective. It is an ability that the body has when functioning right. You enlist the objective things like lips and teeth, but the smile you don't. They do not deny the existence of a smile just because they don't exist objectively. Thomas Nagel states that what it is like is equal to what in our experience it resembles. Fundamentally, an organism has conscious mental states. If, and only if, there is something that it is to be that organism. Every subjective phenomenon is essentially connected with a single point of view, the brain. Frank Jackson was against physicalism. One case could be the case of Mary and the colorless room. One is the ability of hypothesis, equal to no new knowledge, just abilities. 2. The acquaintance of experienced knowledge, to be familiar to the experience in first hand. And 3. The new knowledge of all facts, equal to represent facts that she already knew. Mary might have known that studying phenomenon of blueness. When she escapes, she knows that the experience of the color blue and study traits that are one of the same thing. One might know that heat boils water. However, he or she might not know that molecular motion does so. They are the same thing, two forms of perceptions of one single phenomenon. John Searle said, consciousness is a biological phenomenon in the human. It is not a part of the physical world. It is as objective and comes from the soul. If you are conscious of being conscious, then your consciousness. You can doubt about your own existence. All of our conscious states has a qualitative character to them, something that it feels to do something. We are not prepared to build a conscious machine. We don't know enough. The disappointing part of trying to make a robot think is that we do not know how to make it conscious. The conclusion is that after reaching and understanding both postures, we can realize that each one of them are lacking of something. The thought that we can understand with the right amount of research every perspective is false, at least now. We cannot make a robot have its own consciousness. It is too advanced for us. Our final point of view will be that each point of view is unique, subjective, and comes from the soul.